Hello and welcome back to the spooky season, the time of year when ghosts are around and it's nightmare night, where we're all going to have a fright, and spooky ponies are about, and lots of creepy things. But now we're going to talk about this. From My Little Pony and Target, the Pinkie Pie Pumpkin Decorating Kit, with all of your favorite ponies: Rainbow Dash, Twilight Sparkle, and Pinkie Pie. The three that Hasbro have decided matter, and no other pony matters. So what do? You paint, you decorate, and you make a horrible monstrosity. It includes molded push-in pieces and pink paint, 40 milliliters. One set. Yeah. So it's Pinkie Pie. It's just the back is pretty standard. Turn any pumpkin into one of your favorite characters. And you don't get any of the other ponies. They just made this. There was like a Paw Patrol, a Bluey. I don't know, some other ones. Designed for use on 9 to 11 inch pumpkins. Pumpkin not included. Well, we have a pumpkin here, and it's a little bit bigger than probably 9 to 11 inches. But because I'm a maniac, I've got two. Because I want to make an abomination before God. So we've got the pumpkin all prepared and ready to go. What I'm going to do is here on my handy dandy standy. Actually, maybe I'm not going to do that yet. Also seem to have lost my knife. And we're going to open Pinkie Pie and her friend. Let's move up over and open Pinkie Pie and see what Pinkie Pie is all about. Pinkie Pie and her friend Pinkie Pie. These probably don't require a knife, to be honest. They're not that. They just fall right open. Well, that's good. So I wouldn't want this to be difficult for little kids. This is made for ages 5 and up. So let's see. These are pretty standardly molded. Little holes in the bottom of the feet. The Pinkie is pretty hollow. Let's have a look at her. Let's look at the stuff a little. We've got some Made in China by Jemmy.com. Looks like, hey, didn't I have something from Jemmy.com before? I feel like, or is it? Let me look at it with my own eyes. Jemmy.com. Jemmy Industries Corp. They must have the rights to My Little Pony merch, because I'm pretty sure in Dongguan, China. These are pretty hollow and cheap on the inside, but that's all that matters, is that you can put these horrible monstrosities into your pumpkin and make an awful thing. So we're going to try this. We're going to paint us pumpkin. Yes, and I'm using the Mr. Machine, because of course I am, because it's Halloween. So let's paint. Take some of this wonderful acrylic paint and these foam brushes that they provided that are just the standard foam brushes you can get at a hardware store, and see if we can paint this monstrosity of a pumpkin. Dun, 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 dun. Always get yourself a nice little setup first, a towel, so that you don't have get paint everywhere. Have some towels or newspapers or whatever around, and have a parent help you open this, because apparently the tip of these paints is sealed, so that you can't open it. But once I get it open, we'll actually start painting. There we go. I've cut it open sufficiently to be able to spread some paint on my Pinkie. Yeah, well, we'll see how this goes. That looks interesting. Oh, this might not actually cover this pumpkin very well. I'm probably just going to open the bottle, if I'm honest. I mean, even if I don't get a full coat, that's what's important, though, is we're going to probably time-lapse the painting of the Pinkie pumpkin. Oh, we can spread it out a little bit. Okay, there. This is actually pretty fun. Yeah, I chose a particularly large and grotesque pumpkin for this. Also, that's 100% the point. I saw this thing and I thought, this is a monster. This is not something that kids should have. This is awful. Just like Princess Twilight. Princess Twilight should be here for this. She's over in the corner watching me right now. She's watching. She's always watching. She's always watching. She's always watching. I don't know if this is actually going to work. I wanted this to be better. Let's just dump. Just pour it on. So this is just going to be me painting a pumpkin for, however long this takes. So, like I said, I'll either cut some footage or time lapse, and we'll see you when we're at the stage where we need to put the awful Pinkie markers inside her. One thing I neglected on the back of this was the warning about the paint. Rinse eyes immediately should they come into contact with the product. Wash product thoroughly before use, for indoor use only. Actual item may vary slightly from the photo. The item is not a toy and should be used for decorative purposes only. Safety warning, remove all plastic fasteners and tags. These are part of packaging and should be discarded. Yeah, Gemmy Industrials Corp. is from Coppell, Texas, in case you want to find them. And Hasbro and its logo, My Little Pony, are related characters and trademarks of Hasbro, blah, blah, blah. Hasbro is evil. Yeah, I totally... Yeah, and there's the for ages 5 and up, adult supervision required. So our pumpkin's coming along. I haven't even opened the second tube of paint. I think one tube of paint is going to be more than enough to paint the whole pumpkin. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out that this paint is potentially hazardous. It doesn't have a strong scent. It doesn't smell particularly bad. But, just don't let kids do this by themselves. Spend time with your kids. Paint a pumpkin together. Get any one of the number, of cool characters. Oh, they think that Transformers. They get everything pretty much. Like, make a pumpkin together. Do an activity this fall. I challenge you as a family or friends, or even as an adult, get together with your friends. I don't have friends, but you might. Go do some pumpkin carving. I've got other pumpkins over here to carve, and Sips is keeping an eye on that for me, and so is this guy. But once you're done, this will be something to terrify the neighborhood with. Okay, this time I promise I'll be back later. Okay, we have a sufficiently pink pumpkin. I could get it more pink. It's still not entirely dry, but I used like maybe even half a bottle of that. So there's definitely plenty of paint with these to paint a big pumpkin. I'm trying to decide if I should do... This would probably look better if I started... This was the head, right? Your head like over the... Yeah, I think so. So let's see if we can insert that in there. I mean, these are kind of not the best steaks in the world, if I'm honest. I was going to put it on the other end, but I think this will look better in the long run. Yeah, see, that just cracked. Do I need a drill? Or is it not meant to go through like this part of the pumpkin? Maybe I could put it like a little lower, like here. Maybe I need a knife. Maybe I need to knife the hole in first. Yeah, let me do that. Yeah, this could also be because I'm trying to put it in at the stem of the pumpkin instead of somewhere else. But let's see if we can make a hole for Pinkie and we'll get her head into the pumpkin. Pinkie. Yeah, I mean, I know you're supposed to put it in like the side of the pumpkin, right? if we put her head on like this. I don't have too deep of an incision here. Or too long of an incision here. See, that looks weird though to me. Now she's aimed. Now she's tilted downwards. And so even if I put the hooves in on the right places, I don't think it'll work. Yeah, these are not These are not good enough to push into a pumpkin. Or would this look better if I did like one of these in the front? Yeah, I think so. I think she needs to have... Actually, she needs to have like a hoof, like, yeah, like extended like this. For what we're doing. Okay, no, that does go in there. Yeah, about there. You just gotta kind of use like a drilling motion, like a screwing motion. Kind of get it in there. Okay. I'm gonna get a little hole there, but I want to put like... Don't break now, come on. We need these pony hooves to do their best. Do you see? Do you see what I am doing? Have you seen what I have created here? It will be the greatest thing that the ponies have ever seen. No pony can ever stop me. This is why Target... Oh no, it broke. It like totally broke off. I have to fix that. They're trying to prevent... Oh my god, these are terrible. These spikes are terrible. I'm gonna have to super glue some of these back in place. These are not intended for use with the pumpkin, obviously. I don't know what they were thinking here. But they do not seem to be very stable or sturdy. I wasn't trying to, like, you know, make a super complicated pumpkin either. You know, I didn't expect those to actually be supporting her girth. But, yeah. This will work out. I will have to super glue some of these back into place. But at the end of the day, oh, that one just came out on its own, like completely. It just didn't. At the end of the day, Pink Spider will be a reality. And this is what I thought of when I saw this in the packaging. So I hope you've enjoyed this stupidness. But yeah, so just be advised when you buy these that this can happen. And happy spooky season, every pony. We'll see you next time.